All right, well, welcome back. It's time for part two of deciding who's the greatest actor of all time. I'm your host, Aaron Souza. I'm joined once again by Connor and Sam. And it's been a couple days, but it's time for part two. We're here, and we got to continue our bracket. We made it through one round. So 14 actors and actresses have come off the board. And now it's time for us to debate the final 14. It's 14, right? Am I just saying a wrong number or?
No.
Okay.
I think you're right.
Let's see. Actually, I can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I was right. So, this is going to cut it down pretty good. I realize we have one pick that's going to skip a round, which is interesting.
Yeah, someone has to have a bye. A week 3 bye.
Yeah, a good old third round bye. As is per usual. You know, when that happens in March Madness, where, you know, the one seed plays 2 games and then skips a game.
You know what? If it makes it work, it makes it work.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. All right, so just to recap where we're at. So first round is gone. That leaves us with 14 names. We've got 1970s Marlon Brando, 2000s Denzel Washington, 2000s Matt Damon versus 1970s Al Pacino, 1990s Tom Hanks versus 2000s Daniel Day-Lewis, 2010s Jennifer Lawrence versus 1990s Robert De Niro, 2010s Leo DiCaprio, 1980s Harrison Ford, 1960s Paul Newman, 1990s Tom Cruise, 1960s Audrey Hepburn, and 2010s Emma Stone. That's what we have left. So I guess without further ado, let's get into it.
All right. So, like you said, that first matchup is 70s Brando versus 2000s Denzel.
This is interesting. We've got two Academy Award winners, one-time Academy Award winners. Obviously, you know, we talked about in the last episode, Marlon Brando in the 1970s has The Godfather, Last Tango in Paris, Missouri Breaks, Superman, and Apocalypse Now. 4 of those films, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
But Denzel, Remember the Titans, Training Day, John Q, Antoine Fisher, Man on Fire, Manchurian Candidate, Inside Man, American Gangster. One Best Actor for Training Day. Very, very good decade as well.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, we have to start really nitpicking.
Yes.
Because again, this isn't just like who's the best actor, period, is who's the best actor of the decade.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I think something that's got to knock Brando down is that this isn't his best decade.
Oh, interesting.
His 50s are better.
His 50s are pretty electric. Is it better than Denzel in the 2000s?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I think Brando's 50s are definitely better than 2000s Denzel, but I think his 70s are gonna have a tough time.
Here's where I'm at with this.
Godfather and Apocalypse Now. I mean, those two are just like powerhouses.
That's the thing. I don't think Denzel has a top 2 that strong.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Training Day is his number 1, I think.
Training Day is an incredible movie.
Right.
I mean,
but the rest of the films, I mean, Remember the Titans is pretty iconic in the, like, I'm a teenager.
We all watched this in high school.
Yeah,
right. I'm a teenager and I'm into sports crowd.
Every middle school, high school taught us this, or just watched this when we learned about race relations.
Exactly. But like Manchurian Candidate, John Q, Antoine Fisher, like those aren't really needle mover movies. Although he is good in all of those movies.
And they were all well received critically.
Right. But they're not like The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, Superman, and Last Tango in Paris. Like that is a very hard to beat, very elite top 4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's just iconic in Godfather.
Yeah,
like, he won Best
It's
Actor.
one of the best
like,
performances of all time, and also the man had lines taped to what's his face so that he can remember it.
Again, at this point, he was mentally tapped out of acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was still putting on like all-time performances.
It'd be like if you asked Michael Jordan to go out there right now. Like, he'd probably do pretty good, but he's phoning it in for most of it.
It's like the Wizards Jordan. It's like,
yeah,
it's like, I'm still here. I'm still the guy, but like,
I'm playing for the Wizards. Like, give me a break.
exactly. Like, I'll still give you 20 and 10 on any given night, but like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I think my vote is going to be for Brando in the 70s, and that's tough again because Denzel, excellent.
I do think I have to lean Brando as well.
Yeah, that'll make it 3 for Brando. I mean, nothing against Denzel. Like, he's a phenomenal actor, but I just think,
yeah,
you know,
it's just tough. That's a tough one to come up against. All right, next matchup. What do we got?
We have 2000s Matt Damon versus 1970s Al Pacino.
Oof. Oof.
Now,
yeah. So I love Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Who?
Matt Damon. Last time. This is the buzzsaw that was lurking.
Yeah. No Oscar noms for Damon.
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
When I was putting together his, we're going off a cheat sheet. When I was putting this together, I was kind of surprised, especially with The Departed. But I mean, with the Ocean's movies and Bourne, those aren't like Oscar movies, so it didn't really surprise me there.
I mean, they're good movies, but
yeah,
they're not.
But it's just like,
they're not all Oscar movies.
I mean, I could have seen Ocean's 11. I could have seen The Departed, but those were the only 2 that really had a chance.
Yeah.
But his movies grossed over almost $2.5 billion in the decade, and that counts for something.
Yeah, I mean,
he was a big name in the 2000s, also. You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said last time, they were just handing him franchises to lead, or not.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't really lead the Oceans, but he was there.
No, I mean, it's true. But Al Pacino in the 1970s. Godfather, Serpico, Godfather 2, Dog Day Afternoon, Justice for All, nominated for Best Actor in all of those movies.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And he should have won for multiple. It's a honestly, it's a crime that he didn't win until Scent of a Woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, if we want to bring it the box office too, if you adjust everything for inflation, his stuff was worth like $3.4 billion.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Oh my God. It's absurd.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I love Matt Damon, but it's not close. It's 1970s Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My eyes see Pacino.
My eyes see me. Imagine he walks out there and does that. It's like, my eyes see Al Pacino. That's me.
If someone should have gone to buy it, it's probably Al.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got 1990s Tom Hanks versus 2000s Daniel Day-Lewis.
Man,
Sam,
this is a tough beat for your boy Sam.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I mean, you know how I feel about Daniel Day-Lewis. But I know that he only had the 2 movies, which doesn't help.
Yeah, he does 4 movies in this decade, so it's like a pretty. When all things considered, a 50% hit rate is pretty good. But Tom Hanks had like a 90% hit rate in this decade.
With like 15 movies too.
Yeah.
It was absurd.
Yeah.
So again, just to run down for you, 1990s Tom Hanks. A League of Their Own, Sleepless in Seattle, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Apollo 13, Toy Story, That Thing You Do, Saving Private Ryan, You've Got Mail, Toy Story 2, The Green Mile, all consecutive, and then wins Best Actor back-to-back for Philadelphia and Forrest Gump, and nominated for Saving Private Ryan, and his movies made $3.5 billion at the box office in the 90s. I mean, this dude's just king of the world.
Yeah. Again, if we want to give flowers to Daniel Day-Lewis, I'm still taking There Will Be Blood over pretty much anything.
I agree. I think that's one of my favorite movies.
However,
I mean, the performance in There Will Be Blood is probably one of the top 3 performances of this whole list that we've got. But just one performance does not a decade make.
Well, it's just a shame that he has to go against Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in another life he could have found a better path in the bracket.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, it is 2010 Jennifer Lawrence versus 1990s Robert De Niro.
Oh yeah. Well, Jennifer Lawrence, it was nice knowing you.
Hear me out.
No, okay.
Okay. Let's hear it.
No, I will, please.
I mean, I do want to give her a fighting chance. She's not going to go down not swinging.
Yeah, I mean, you got like X-Men, you got Hunger Games.
I think she was the face of the 2010s with Hunger Games because every single, teenager from age 10 to 20, that's all teenagers, knew her and knew and like she was great in those movies.
It was like the most dominant like young adult franchise.
Right.
For sure.
But De Niro's performances in Goodfellas, Cape Fear, Heat, and Casino, I mean,
yeah. By the way, can we just talk about how much of a fucking travesty it is that Robert De Niro doesn't get a nomination for Goodfellas in 1990? I mean, what were they? What was the Academy smoking that year?
What else came out that year?
So I'm gonna here. Let me run down what we got for that year. Academy 63rd Academy Awards. So best supporting actor, because that's where he would have been nominated. Joe Pesci wins for Goodfellas. That is, I'm fine with that. That is a absolutely phenomenal performance, and also the greatest acceptance speech of all time. It's my pleasure. Thanks. Bruce Davison in Longtime Companion got a nomination. Andy Garcia in The Godfather Part 3. Graham Greene in Dances with Wolves. And Al Pacino in Dick Tracy. You can basically take out anyone in that category and put Robert De Niro, and it's a better category.
And at this point, it's not even like they're afraid of nominating 2 people for the same movie, because they've shown that they will do that in the past.
Right. And weirdly, Robert De Niro was nominated in this year, but he was nominated for Awakenings as a lead actor and lost to Jeremy Irons in Reversal of Fortune. What a weird year.
It is very fascinating how they operate.
Yeah. I will say, in Jennifer Lawrence's case, was a major part of 2 major franchises in the decade, and 4 Academy Awards nominations and 1 win. That's a pretty good resume. And like it's actually, I think, a lot closer than it may seem. But Robert De Niro is just,
Yeah.
I mean, you said it, Sam. It's Goodfellas, Heat, Casino,
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear, Jackie Brown, even, and Bronx Tale. Like, these are all-time performances. You just take Goodfellas, Heat, and Casino, and that's 3 of the greatest performances of all time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, of the people we have left, she did have the most profitable decade.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $6 billion, and she did have, I want to say it was the most Academy love with the nominations and awards. But yeah, it's just
It's
not
tough.
a good matchup.
Yeah. All right, my vote is De Niro.
Fine as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next up, we got 2010's Leo versus 1980's Harrison Ford.
Leo in the 2010s is won his first Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nominated, 3 times?
Nominated 3 times, 1 for The Revenant.
That was a big deal too, because at that point it was just a joke of how many times he was going to get nominated and lose.
Yeah, and hasn't won again since.
Which I'm surprised that he didn't win Wolf of Wall Street. I think his performance in Wolf of Wall Street was better it was better than The Revenant, but that's just my opinion.
Well, let's see what came out that year. Let's see.
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna look it up.
We know the Oscars do love to do a makeup award every now and then.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey and Dallas Buyers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a tough year though.
Yeah, what else was in that year?
Christian Bale in America Hustle. I don't even know how to say his name. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Chiwetel, yeah, in 12 years. Bruce Stern in Nebraska. I mean,
it's tough.
Tough beat.
Yeah, I mean, he has an excellent 2010s. Django is an iconic performance. Wolf of Wall Street, obviously, and we talked about Revenant. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, sneaky, like one of his better performances.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you're going up against the buzzsaw that is 1980s Harrison Ford. I mean, you can't beat what he does in the 1980s.
It's just insane. All 3 Indiana Jones, which is incredible. 2 movies of the greatest franchise in cinema history, Star Wars.
Yep.
And then like another amazing sci-fi in Blade Runner.
And then on top of that, like his like one-off films, like the more dramatic, the less franchisey stuff are all excellent.
Yeah. And that just, I guess that just proves how like diverse he is in his roles, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He can do the action sci-fi movies, but he can also be that charming young man.
Yeah, he can be a cop in Witness, or he can be like the bachelor in Working Girl, or you know, he can be the crazy guy in Mosquito Coast that's in a jungle. It's cool. I mean, it does it's a hard decade to beat, but that's what we're trying to determine. So I do think that Harrison Ford takes this one.
I agree.
I also agree.
All right. We haven't had any disagreements yet this round.
Just wait.
Oh boy.
Just wait.
We got 1960s Paul Newman versus 1990s Tom Cruise.
Now.
Yeah,
oh,
here's
this
where
is a tough one.
I'm ready to fight.
Dude, it's not Paul Newman.
Okay. Let's
make your
have
cases.
the fight.
Make your cases.
It's Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise the lead in what starts the biggest action franchise basically of all time in Mission Impossible. Eyes Wide Shut, one of the wildest movies that he ever made.
Killed Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, basically.
That's a point down in his direction.
Magnolia, nominated for an Oscar in Magnolia.
Supporting.
Nominated for Best Actor in Jerry Maguire.
Mm-hmm.
Should have won for Jerry Maguire, and also probably could have won for A Few Good Men.
Yeah, but he wasn't even nominated. So
yeah, well,
we can't count it.
And The Firm is a really cool legal drama as well. I mean, and this is the period of Tom Cruise where he sells things. Like, you go out to watch a Tom Cruise movie, and it's different every time. You know, A Few Good Men is not the same as Jerry Maguire, is not the same as Mission Impossible, is not the same as what he does in Eyes Wide Shut or Magnolia. You know, The Firm and Interview with a Vampire are also there. It's all different. It's not, we've not yet devolved into, I am gonna run across a building and do my own stunts, Tom Cruise. We're still in, I'm a legitimate actor, Tom Cruise.
But he's always going to do some sort of physical activity.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Paul Newman, though, was the guy of the 60s. We have The Hustler, should have been nominated.
But
no,
he wasn't.
Nominated. He
was
was sorry, I misspoke. Yeah. Nominated for The Hustler. Paris Blues. HUD, nominated for that as well. Cool Hand Luke, nominated for that. Guess what? 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. And what that means? Beloved.
Just wait till I get my hands on it.
Yeah, I don't see any hundreds on Tom Cruise.
Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. And you know what he also was doing in this decade? Directing a Best Picture nomination.
Well.
That's what I'm saying. This is a man of many talents. He was a heartthrob. He was one of the golden boys of cinema.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise was probably one of the most iconic men of the decade.
Was he more iconic in the 80s?
No. I think the 90s...
I think Tom Cruise is more iconic. No, go ahead, Sam.
I said I would make the argument that he's more iconic post 2000s now with all the
maybe to us.
Tom Cruise might his best decade might be like the 2020s as well.
It's not. It's objectively not. It's the 1990s.
I know it's not. But if we think about everything surrounding him, like the man single-handedly saved cinema with Top Gun Maverick.
I think I had him in my 2010s because he had
where he
Ghost
did
Protocol.
Basically only Mission Impossible.
Oh, he had Oblivion too.
And the best stretch of Mission Impossible.
Exactly, the top three. My top three Mission Impossible: Protocol, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and Fallout.
Yeah,
you are severely underrating Tom Cruise's power in the 1990s.
And then he also did Edge of Tomorrow in 2014, Jack Reacher in 2012.
Okay, let's relax on Jack Reacher.
Voice crack there. Someone's upset.
Oblivion
you know what he also did in the 2010s? The Mummy. He single-handedly, in the 2010s, killed a franchise before it even started.
Guys, he was an Austin Powers Gold member in 2002.
Yes, he was. He was. He was a cameo. He was Austin Powers in the movie. And
he was a cameo in Tropic Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know.
Paul Newman is a staple of cinema.
Paul Newman's a staple of an era gone by.
The 90s have literally gone by too, buddy. I don't know what era you live in.
A further era gone by.
So it's up to me, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm voting Tom Cruise.
Listen, Tom Cruise does not have his own condiment line.
Tom Cruise has Scientology, and that's enough.
All right, there's our vote.
Just that reason, I'm going Paul Newman.
No,
you idiot.
And he's also dating Ana de Armas too. So Paul Newman it is.
You dumb. All right. Last matchup of the second round. It is 1960s Audrey Hepburn versus 2010s Emma Stone. So, as much as I love Audrey Hepburn, I do feel like her best work probably did come in the 50s as well with
Mhm.
Yeah.
Roman Holiday and Sabrina.
Mhm.
There's Nate. But that's not to say she had like a lacking 60s with, I mean, she had Breakfast at Tiffany's, Charade, My Fair
Yeah.
Lady, How to Steal a Million, even though that was like a TV movie, still was incredibly well received. Nominated twice for Best Actress. An insanely profitable actress, if you
Yes.
will.
Oh yeah. And she was the person in the 60s, like
Exactly.
the
The
actress
it
in the
girl.
60s. Yeah.
As you like to say for
Mhm.
pretty much every other actress we've talked about.
Yeah, I mean, she was. It's true. And I'm not going to fault or falter for that. I also think that a couple of her best movies are not in this decade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we're saying.
Emma Stone in the 2010s has like a meteoric rise to the top.
Oh, yeah. If we're talking like this is their peak, then yeah.
Yeah.
Because like 2010, she stars in Easy A. That was like her first real starring gig. And it's just like, silly comedy, whatever. Then does Crazy Stupid Love, which is, a fun rom-com. But then, you get into the franchise work, Amazing Spider-Man, nominated for Birdman, which is a real serious role. Then La La Land, which she wins Best Actress for. And then just hasn't really looked back since. The Favorite, also in this decade, The Help. I mean, it's an incredible stretch of films. And La La Land, I think, is one of the best. I just rewatched it the other day. And I mean, it's just incredible. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And obviously, it's still a very young career for her.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to look back as like this is the time that she was like, nope, I'm here.
Yeah.
Whatever work you got for me, I'm going to make it mine.
Yeah. Absolutely. So with that, my vote is for Emma Stone.
Yeah, sorry, Audrey.
I will give a sympathetic vote for Audrey, but it's going to be.
All right, moving on to the next round.
So
this is where it gets really hard.
Yeah, so this is where we really have to nitpick. Brando has obviously earned his bye.
Somehow Brando's got the bye.
Brando has locked himself into the Mount Rushmore.
I don't understand that. Maybe we can can we override? Can we put Brando into this matchup and send someone across?
We could actually.
Okay. Well, let's look at what we have left. What we have
never mind, we can't.
I mean, we can in theory.
We would just have to swap someone else and but we've already talked
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because in theory, we should send the number 1 seed through, and we can.
Yeah, who's the most deserving of a bye? Because I think if I had to pick, I think it's probably Tom Hanks.
I was also going to say Tom Hanks.
Yeah, me too.
If I'm being real, because that's as great as like Harrison Ford was. He didn't have the volume of.
Yeah, Tom Hanks had like 10 movies right in a row that were all like excellent. And none of them were franchises.
Mm-hmm. Well, Toy Story.
Well, the start of a franchise.
All right.
So let's can you edit this? Let's just see what happens.
So we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna swap Tom Hanks, Brando.
Yep. Okay, now let's do that.
Denzel, Damon,
Yup.
Gino.
Don't mind us.
What? What are you talking about? Stall.
Yeah.
What are you guys drinking today?
I actually need to get one. So let me do that as well.
Have a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy.
Oh, dude, those are so good.
They're so good.
I have a Fresca that's kind of all fucked up on the top.
You know, I personally kind of like it when a can is kind of wonky
All busted?
like that. Yeah, I like that it has like a little bit of personality to it.
Mm.
All right, everyone, thank you for hanging with us while we did that. Nothing happened at all.
So,
as we said before, Tom Hanks has earned his bye. As we've had a long debate about him over Denzel and Robert Pattinson, but we've got our
long
first
debate.
third round matchup of Al Pacino versus Marlon Brando.
I know it's not going to count, but is there a debate to be had about Daniel Day-Lewis over Marlon Brando?
No.
There is. I got two different reactions.
I don't think so, because it's the same thing of
there's 4 elite movies for Brando versus 1 truly elite, and then Gangs of New York is solid, if not has its issues. All right, let's talk this new matchup.
Al Pacino, Marlon Brando.
We got the Godfather matchup, if you will.
Yeah.
So now one of them only starred in one.
So I actually pretty quickly have a pretty good idea of who I think should move on in this one.
Well, you were pretty against him to start with.
I've been kind of against Brando this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going back to deciding the Mount Rushmores, 1970s Al Pacino just has like one of the all-time runs. I mean, he's got 5 Oscar noms in the decade, and he only does like 7 movies.
Yeah. And I feel like with The Godfather being as good as it is, it's in large part thanks to his performance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of it is obviously Brando, but you're with Al Pacino for obviously the 70% of Godfather 2, and then
right,
obviously
I say like Godfather, we're basically like putting a wash on The Godfather because they're both in it and they're both incredible, so we can kind of like eliminate that from the competition and look at everything else that they do in the decade. And I just don't think it's particular. It's not close between the two.
Yeah, and I feel like at this point now we should kind of take into account that like Brando did not really care at this point.
Yeah, no,
and it does feel like it would be really bad to put in someone who had phoned it in.
Yeah.
I mean, so I said before, he literally had lines taped to
Robert Duvall.
To Robert Duvall's like chest or his knees or something like that. So when he was in a dialogue scene with them, like he could just read his lines.
He didn't have to remember. He didn't want to memorize them.
Yeah. Plus, if we're being honest about Superman, he's only really in it for like the opening.
I was gonna say he's Jor-El, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Christopher Reeve said he was not very good to have on the set.
Yeah.
And also in Apocalypse Now, he came in, he was not prepared, he didn't know his lines. I mean, it's kind of a testament to how good you are as an actor to be like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Just give me the lines.
What's this movie called again? Oh, okay.
We'll get it on the day. Don't worry.
We're good. All right. Yeah, I think I'm good with Pacino.
Yeah.
All right. Al is moving on.
Alrighty. Next matchup.
90s De Niro versus 80s Harrison Ford.
This is the matchup of the day.
This is the matchup of the entire bracket.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like Red Sox Yankees in the divisional round. Like,
This
what
is
are we
Red
doing
Sox
here?
Yankees 2004.
Yeah.
Like when it was like they were actually a ton of bad blood, but like I don't know if there's bad blood now.
It's more like the Red Sox just beat the shit out of the Yankees nonstop.
Yeah. So we've already run through all their movies. We don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
What if you had to make the case for De Niro? What are you hammering home?
The case is that he comes into this decade after a solid, if not less than expected,
Kind of
1980s, and says, just in case you forgot, I'm the man, and I'm gonna deliver one of the greatest performances in a crime movie ever, and then follow it up with one of the greatest performances in a crime action movie ever, and then be like, yeah, but I can also do all of this other stuff. I can be in a horror movie. I can direct and make my own thing.
I was gonna say I brought it up for Paul Newman. We gotta bring it up for him too. He also directed A Bronx Tale, which if when you're acting and directing, it's got to be an extra point on your resume.
This is true. He comes in. He's like, I can be a different character in a Scorsese film. I can do, Casino. I can be kind of this other type of character, and then I can play supporting. I can be in Jackie Brown and not be the lead or one of the top characters, So it's a very good case. I just think that the thing that hurts him is he's not nominated for the right movies. Like, he doesn't get the recognition. I mean, hindsight is 2020. We see Heat, Goodfellas as two of the best performances he's ever given, but he's not nominated for either movie. He gets noms for Awakenings and Cape Fear. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I said the first time. You could pick any movie of this decade, and if you said it's your favorite, no one's batting an eye.
Yeah.
Well,
Like I know
I don't know. If you say Sleepers is your favorite, they're probably.
I mean, like if you love Goodfellas, I love Heat. If Sam loved, I don't know, like
Casino
Ronin might be up your
Casino,
yeah,
Jackie Brown.
Casino. Yeah, no one's batting an eye there.
Yeah.
But I feel like he just really defined this character for himself of like he's back to being like this super intimidating figure again.
He did. Yeah, this is true.
And then for Harrison Ford.
Sam, would you want to make the case for Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Or Connor, do you have a case?
Well,
I
want Sam to because I think Sam is very. He already said like the greatest franchise is Star Wars.
Yeah,
I know he's a big Indiana Jones fan. So,
yeah. So
I mean, right there, that's two big points.
What I think sets Harrison Ford apart from Robert De Niro is his lasting impact, especially in this decade. So again, he does star in the two of the most famous and most well-known franchises of all time with Indiana Jones and Star Wars. And I think people nowadays,
two that are still going.
Two of the well, I think Indiana Jones is done, but
as of like a couple years ago, it was still going.
Yeah,
I thought they were still going to try to kick a little more life out of it.
I mean, the way the last movie ended, maybe, but but I think the lasting impact. So it may just be me because I grew up on Star Wars and Indiana Jones and all that stuff. But I think if you show a picture of Harrison Ford versus a picture of Robert De Niro, I personally think most people will recognize Harrison Ford more.
That's a tough one
because of all the famous movies that he starred in. I guess they're more popular because
I would say he's played more famous characters.
Yeah, I think it's more popular because it's such a I don't know.
Like if you showed someone a picture of like Robert Pacino. I married them.
Woo!
Robert De Niro in Goodfellas versus him in Casino, and you just brought it up to someone on the street, and you're like, okay, what movie's that? So no one's gonna know, really.
Yeah.
But you do it for, Temple of Doom versus obviously Return of the Jedi. Everyone's gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
With that, my vote's gonna go for Ford, Harrison Ford.
Connor, what's your vote?
I think it pains me to say it. I probably will lean Harrison Ford because of like the lasting impact of the movies of this decade.
Yeah. I think
if I think the quality of De Niro's resume is probably a bit better. Just based off like
what
there you go.
No, I was gonna say, like, De Niro in the 90s is like most things are on an even plane, if not a little bit less so for De Niro. But you have Goodfellas, Heat, and Casino at the top. And that's like an elite top 3. But like Harrison Ford in the 80s is across the board. You're getting really, really good. Like you get elite to excellent versus De Niro's like A+ elite top of the top, and then solid. And I think that's kind of the difference there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my vote is Harrison Ford.
Yeah, that's tough.
That is tough.
All right, Paul Newman versus Emma Stone. We gotta do it again.
Go ahead, Connor. Make your case.
It's not Paul Newman.
Listen, I'll make the case again. Man's a staple of Hollywood. I don't think your face is you have like your own ranch if you're not super iconic. What I will say that is a bit of a detractor is a lot of his characters are the same.
So yeah, he plays the same guy.
However, it's not. They are still very thematically rich characters. It's not just like one-trick ponies.
It's not like a Ryan Reynolds or Dwayne Johnson.
His range though is that character. He's just able to do that character really well.
I mean, I don't like the way you put it, but it's like if you watch The Hustler, he plays like the anti-hero very well, but it is so deep. There's so many layers to it. Whereas like Emma Stone, she can play like the girl next door versus like anything you offer her pretty much. I know it's not like in this decade, but like you see the stuff that she's doing more with like Yorgos Lanthimos.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you get the favorite in this decade, which is Yorgos, the first collaboration.
Yeah,
but, I mean, you're right. You get like
I more meant like the Poor Things and the
Yeah, well, that's a bit out there.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like she's got that range where she could do literally anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, Emma Stone can do comedy. She can be like the lead in a rom-com. Can do the major action, the major franchises with the Amazing Spider-Man. Can play a drug addicted person in Birdman. I mean, period piece with The Favorite, La La Land is like struggling actress. I mean, she can do pretty much anything that you wanted to do, and I just can't. I think you made my point for me. You just can't get the same from Paul Newman, but you can get a beautiful face on a package of ranch dressing.
Newman's Own.
I will say, Newman's Own, goated. It's just some of the best dressing you'll get. So,
So Paul Newman it is.
It is. My vote is for Emma Stone.
Yeah, it's got to be Stone.
Yeah, once again, I'll give my sympathy vote for Paul Newman. I pushed you this far, man, but...
Oh, what if you give your sympathy vote and then I change my vote?
Yeah, you want to?
No.
no,
No.
it's fine. No, it's
No, the votes are locked in. You can't change it.
Well, he said he was going to change his vote. But
Oh, it's a delayed mail-in voting.
Oh no!
Stay in line. Make your voice heard. So we have
They flipped Texas. God damn. Anyways,
Colorado.
All right, we've got our top 4. This is our,
We've
I guess,
got
our
our-
official Mount
We
Rushmore.
literally have our Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, this
We
is our
have
official Mount Rushmore.
90s Tom Hanks, 70s Al Pacino, 80s Harrison Ford, and our 2010s Emma Stone. So we got some good representation.
We absolutely do.
And
And
now,
across basically every major decade.
Mhm.
You know, we're just missing the 2000s and the 2020s, which was never going to happen. I'm sorry to everyone in the 2020s
no.
and the 60s. All right, well, matchup 1, Tom Hanks, Al Pacino. I mean, we've discussed pretty in depth both of these guys. This is an elite matchup. We're talking like Celtics Lakers during the prime era.
So,
But I mean, I think Tom Hanks has the edge simply based on the volume of excellent movies that he does and the fact that he wins 2 Oscars.
So I might push back on you with that.
Okay.
Now, quality over quantity. And I think all of the movies that Tom Hanks is definitely, they're very good movies. Not undermining that at all. I think the only movies that were so successful because of him, probably 3.
Careful now.
4. Now, for Al Pacino, he nominated for all 5. And those were the best. Those are like the outstanding performances.
Yes, but I'm going to push back on that and say you don't get the same movie if you don't have Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own, Sleepless in Seattle, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan, and The Green Mile. They're not the same movie. And they're objectively worse if you have other people. Like if you put
is he a bus rider or is he the bus driver?
right. Here, let me do this. Who are our other 1990s nominees? We had
Even for the rom-coms, isn't this like the time of like John Cusack when he was really like...
Yes. Yep. If you put John Cusack in those roles,
I mean, they're probably the same.
They're worse. If you put Tom Cruise, we said 1990s goated 1990s. If you put Tom Cruise in Saving Private Ryan, it doesn't work. It's a bad movie. Brad Pitt was our other pick. No, he was 2000s, I thought.
No, but he was another person that we were debating.
I mean, Brad Pitt maybe can do some of these, but he can't do Forrest Gump.
Fair.
He also can't do The Green Mile. And I would venture to say he probably isn't able to do, like...
How about that? I'll give you this point. We could definitely find someone else who could do all these movies, but it's not the same person
exactly
who could do all these.
Tom Hanks can do all of these things, and he can do them at an elite level. I mean, we talked about range with Emma Stone, right? Like, Emma Stone's range is incredible, but Tom Hanks can do rom-com, he can do sci-fi, he can voice act, he can do gritty war movies, do a movie about baseball, can do a movie about a mentally handicapped person, he can be a lawyer, like he can be a military or a prison guard. Yeah, in Philadelphia.
He was not the lawyer.
He was, well, no, he wasn't. He was fired from his law firm.
I haven't
for
seen
being gay.
I know. Wasn't Denzel his lawyer?
Denzel was his lawyer, but Tom Hanks was, I'm almost certain, also a lawyer. Yeah, he was an attorney.
Aha.
So like he can do all of those things. And again, I'm not knocking Pacino because Pacino in the 1970s, I mean, he's out of this world. I just think Tom Hanks has a better 90s.
My pushback is I just think Pacino's better in his movies.
I mean,
Like,
I don't know, Aaron. I feel like you're leaning Tom Hanks. Then
I am definitely leaning Tom Hanks.
I will choose Pacino.
It's close.
Again, it's close, but I think Pacino just has that upper hand because of he's got nominated for 5 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies that he did, and Tom Hanks only got nominated for 4.
Yeah, but he won 2 of them, and it was a succession of how many movies in a row? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 movies in a row. From A League of Their Own to The Green Mile is 11 straight bangers.
Well, if you're going off my cheat sheet, I took out anything that was not at least a 70 in either way. So I wouldn't say they were consecutive, but it's 11 positive movies within 10 years.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, what is interrupting that?
I mean, I don't have his Rotten Tomatoes up right now, but it's tough because, like, I want to take out, like, You've Got Mail. It's whatever.
I mean, it's a very popular rom-com.
Yeah, and I've seen it, and I thought it's whatever. It's a very stupid premise.
I mean, sure, but you know, we're talking 90s rom-com. The premises were
exactly
a bit
that's
ridiculous.
Why I'm not. That's why I don't want to weigh it up against The Godfather and The Godfather 2.
Okay, but you can put Saving Private Ryan there or Forrest Gump.
That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know. This is tough. I think
You're the deciding factor.
Yeah,
I know. I hate this, Sam. How do you do this?
Because I didn't want to be the deciding factor.
Nathan, help me.
I mean, really, it's a volume thing. It is. It's a volume issue for me.
Yes, it's a volume issue, but again, I'm looking at his IMDb right now, and Pacino has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies in the 70s, and got nominated for 5.
But the other 3 that are in the 70s are nothing. They're throwaways. They're not good.
That's a very bold statement.
I mean, The Panic in the Needle Park has a 7.1. I mean, Bobby Deerfield has a 5.8, but
man.
Yeah, The Panic in Needle Park is like his first role.
Yeah.
His first lead role.
And you say it's trash.
It has an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's also based on 15 reviews. So Roger Ebert gave it 3.5 stars, but Gene Siskel gave it 2 stars.
Well, the site's not named after Siskel, is it?
Damn.
Sorry.
They fucked, I guess.
No, you know what? I'll make my decision, and this is going to be heartbreaking. I think it's because I just saw The Godfather 2 last night. I'm going now.
Oh. Damn, we got some
like
insider trading over here.
It's recency bias.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
That hurts.
Al Pacino.
I mean, look, it's
a tough one.
It's a tough. I was like 2 seconds away from flipping a coin.
Well, you should have waited 2 more seconds. All right, next.
All right, we got 80s Harrison Ford versus 2010s Emma Stone.
Now, I like Emma Stone, and she's made a Cinderella run to the Final Four. But when you're coming up against the buzzsaw that is Harrison Ford in the 80s, he takes no prisoners. I mean, and I just want to acknowledge too, just for the fact that we've talked about Harrison Ford a lot, and I know it's not factoring into the decision making here, but Harrison Ford has like probably the greatest 30-year run of any person in film, or at least 20 years, 20 straight years.
His 90s are amazing too.
He has, in 1973 he does American Graffiti. In 1974 he does The Conversation. Then he does Star Wars, which, I mean, come on. Then he does Apocalypse Now in 1979. And then you know what he did in the 80s. We've talked about it plenty. But then in 1990, Presumed Innocent, 92 Patriot Games, 93 The Fugitive, 94 Clear and Present Danger, 97 Air Force One.
He wins Oscar in Fugitive, right?
I don't think so.
I think we talked about that.
No, I think
or at least he was nominated.
He was not. He was only nominated for Witness.
I was gonna say, I think the only thing
was
he's
it
ever gotten
Witness?
is Witness.
Yeah, he was only nominated for Witness.
Oh, maybe I'm.
But like the movies that he's in are incredible films. And I know we're not taking into consideration the 90s or the 70s, but like, whew, what a man, what a career.
Yeah, I would say that peak really hit its stride though with the 80s.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
He was
just never slowed down.
I mean, it was like he was the kind of guy that like he could do anything. He could do action, he could do drama, he could do whatever you wanted. He was the man.
So Harrison Ford though.
My vote is Harrison Ford. Emma Stone again had a great run.
Yeah.
And she has great in the 2010s, but Harrison Ford is just unlike any other.
All right. Our final matchup. 70s Al Pacino, 80s Harrison Ford.
Oh boy. This is such a difficult conversation too, because it's two different sides. It's awards acclaim. 5 noms for Pacino in essentially 8 movies. Versus just pure box office and like pop culture dominance with Harrison Ford.
But to Pacino's credit, The Godfather, like you said before, spawned its own, like, people think Michael Corleone is a real person.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But for Harrison Ford, it's now been proven like no one else can play a character like Han Solo without people
or
wanting to
Indiana
kill
Jones.
themselves.
Like, again, I don't think you could. I'll say this. I think you could potentially put Harrison Ford in, like, maybe not The Godfather because it's more of an Italian role. But like,
you absolutely could
no.
not.
But you could put Harrison Ford in Serpico or Dog Day or Injustice for All, and you get a very, very similar performance. You could not put Al Pacino in Star Wars or Indiana Jones and get any. The Al Pacino in Star Wars is just the most mind-defying thing I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
My eyes see the Death Star.
She's got a great force.
Oh, God.
Say hello to my little friend. Ignites a lightsaber.
I mean, personally, that's not as an derogatory as you might think for Pacino.
No,
because I just think his style is just like.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
I just think his 70s was just a complete tour de force of acting. Where I'm not saying that Harrison Ford wasn't that. Like, I think he was just more of like a cool character. rather than like a great actor.
But I mean, like, I think, you know, for some of those other roles, like, you could put Harrison Ford in Dog Day Afternoon or Serpico, and he can do it. Like, he does it in movies like Witness and Blade Runner. He's a detective. He can do that role.
Okay, but I think that's missing the nuances of the role, though. That's just like, just being a cop does not mean you could play any sort of cop character. Being a gangster does not, like, Johnny Depp has played a gangster before. You cannot put him in like a Goodfellas.
You could put him in The Godfather.
I'll hang up this call right now.
Oh goodness. I mean,
I'm gonna go back to it. I mean, the lasting impact that Harrison Ford has on cinema and media through Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Yeah. I mean, I just say we are discounting a little bit The Godfather here.
Yeah, no, and The Godfather too.
Yeah. I mean, those are widely
movies,
considered like some of the greatest films of all time.
Mm-hmm. But I think the important thing to keep going back to is we're not debating the quality of actor, it's the quality of the decade. Because if we were doing the actor, it would be Pacino in a landslide for me. But because we're just talking about the decade.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
if we're talking about the decade, then Harrison Ford doesn't have a single miss in the entire decade. He doesn't have one bad movie in the decade.
Al Pacino doesn't really have.
Al Pacino has one. He's got whatever the fuck movie it was. I don't even remember.
His first ever leading
leading role. No,
Panic
what was
in Needle
it?
Park.
It was
not Panic. The other one.
Panic at the
Bobby
Disco.
Deerfield.
Bobby Deerfield.
Bobby Deerfield has a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean,
we can't discount 5 nominations.
No, and the 2 Godfathers, and Godfather 1 and 2. But like you said, we are going off of decade. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to go for Harrison Ford for my vote.
I am as well.
I think I am too. Ooh, that was very difficult though.
This is probably the hardest.
Connor, you voted for Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Wait
a second.
Full devil's advocate the whole time. It's like, yeah, but it's Harrison Ford.
No, but I said it before, like, because if we were just talking about actors, it's acting, it's Al Pacino in a landslide.
That's true.
But because we're looking at the decade, it's hard to discount like the sheer volume that Harrison Ford did.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the hardest brackets or discussions we've probably ever had.
Yeah. This is difficult.
Ugh.
Well, empirically, by the data, we have determined that Harrison Ford has the greatest singular decade of any actor of all time. In the 1980s, Harrison Ford was on top, and he is on top again with our bracket. This was 2 hours in total, just to decide on 28 names. Basically, to talk about 28 names took 2 hours of recording.
The first episode too of us picking the names.
Oh yes, so 3 hours. 3 hours, 3.5-ish hours of us determining all the way down to the fact that Harrison Ford had the singular greatest 1980s, or the singular greatest decade of all time in the 1980s. So, with that said, thank you so much for tuning into the Filmbox podcast. And Harrison Ford will have an award in the mail. So it's the honorary Boxer Award from the Filmbox. Stay tuned. We've got some new stuff coming. A bit of like a programming change that we'll detail next episode. But yeah, stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next time on the Filmbox Podcast.
See ya.
See ya.